Have you ever looked both ways before crossing the street or double-checked that you locked the front door? That's risk management in action, making smart choices to stay safe. Risk management isn't just for big companies, it's for everyone, everywhere. This video will break down the basics of risk management with simple language and real-life examples. Let's dive in and see how risk management can help you make better decisions every day. Why is risk management important? It's a question that matters to everyone, no matter your role or where you work. Risk management isn't just for big companies or safety professionals, it's something that benefits all of us, every single day. First, it promotes safety by helping you spot and address hazards before they cause harm. Whether you're on a factory floor, in an office, or even at home, being able to identify risks means you can prevent accidents and keep yourself and others safe. It also improves quality. By preventing errors and reducing defects, you get better results at work and at home. When you take the time to manage risks, you're more likely to deliver high-quality work, avoid costly mistakes, and create a more reliable environment for everyone. Risk management empowers you to make informed decisions, minimizing negative outcomes. By weighing your options and considering possible challenges, you can choose the best path forward and avoid unnecessary setbacks. Whether you're planning your day or your future, these skills help you navigate uncertainty with confidence. From organizing your schedule to making big life choices, risk management gives you the tools to handle whatever comes your way. It's a valuable toolkit for anyone who wants to stay safe, improve quality, and make smarter choices. No matter your background or experience, learning to manage risk is a benefit you can use every day, in every part of your life. Picture a banana peel on the sidewalk. You know stepping on it could make you slip. That's a hazard. Anything with the potential to cause harm. Hazards can be physical, like sharp knives or potholes, or less obvious, like bad weather or unsafe work practices. Identifying hazards is the first step in risk management. If you can't spot what might hurt you, you can't prevent it. So start looking around. Hazards are everywhere, and awareness is your first defense. Hazards are all around us. At home, it could be cluttered stairs or cleaning products within kids' reach. In the workplace, hazards depend on the job. Offices have ergonomic risks, while construction sites have heavy machinery and heights. Even daily routines have hazards. Driving involves bad weather and distracted drivers. Running in the park means uneven ground or cyclists. Being alert to these risks is the first step to staying safe. The more you notice, the more you can prevent. Why focus so much on hazard identification? Because you can't manage what you don't see. It's the foundation of risk management, like having all the puzzle pieces before you start. If you skip this step, you're navigating blind. Identifying hazards gives you the knowledge to make smart decisions and put effective controls in place. Never overlook this crucial first step. Not all hazards are equally risky. A wet floor isn't as dangerous as an unguarded electrical panel. Risks depend on two things: likelihood, how probable harm is, and severity, how bad the outcome could be. A cluttered staircase is more likely to cause a fall than a single book. A power tool injury is more severe than a paper cut. By weighing both factors, you can prioritize which risks need urgent action. Focus on what's most likely and most severe first. To analyze risks, use the risk matrix, a grid with likelihood on one axis and severity on the other. Place each hazard on the matrix to see which ones are critical and need immediate action. High likelihood and high severity, top priority. Low on both, monitor but don't panic. The risk matrix makes it easy to see where to focus your efforts. Let's apply the risk matrix. On a construction site, working at heights without protection is high likelihood and high severity, a top priority. Slips on anti-slip walkways, lower likelihood and severity, so less urgent. The matrix helps you allocate resources where they matter most. Address the biggest risks first, then work down the list. It's a practical way to keep everyone safer. Once you've identified and analyzed risks, it's time to act by putting controls in place. Controls are your tools for making environments safer, from simple signs to complex engineering solutions. The right control depends on the hazard and setting. Options range from training and clear signage to redesigning equipment or procedures. Using the right controls can dramatically cut both the likelihood and severity of risks. The hierarchy of controls is your roadmap for risk reduction, ranking methods from most to least effective. At the top is elimination. Remove the hazard entirely, like replacing a dangerous chemical with a safer one. Next is substitution. Swap out a risky process or substance for something safer. These top steps are the most effective, so always try them first. The further down the hierarchy, the less reliable the control. Let's see the hierarchy in action. In a kitchen, you can't eliminate ovens, but you can substitute with heat-resistant gloves to reduce burn risk. Engineering controls might include automatic shutoff valves or guardrails around hot surfaces. Administrative controls involve changing procedures like regular cleaning schedules or safety training. At the bottom is personal protective equipment, PPE, aprons, gloves, and slip-resistant shoes. PPE is important, but it's your last line of defense. Always aim for higher-level controls when possible. Identifying hazards and planning controls is just the start. Now you need to put those plans into action. For example, improving fire safety means more than just making a list. It's about assigning tasks, setting deadlines, and making sure everyone knows their role. Action turns theory into real safety improvements. Clear communication and responsibility are key. Move from "we should" to "here's who does what and when." Checklists are powerful tools for making sure safety actions actually happen. They clarify who's responsible, what needs to be done, and by when, like monthly fire drills or regular equipment checks. Checklists create accountability and help track progress. But they only work if everyone commits to using them and following through. Risk management is ongoing. Keep checking, updating, and improving. Risk management isn't a one-time job. It's a cycle of continuous improvement. Like tending a garden, you need to review and adjust your efforts regularly. Ask, did our controls work? Are there new hazards? Do we need to update our approach? Regular reviews help you spot gaps and keep your environment safe. Stay proactive, keep learning, and always look for ways to improve. One of the most valuable outcomes of the review process is the opportunity to learn from our experiences. When we take the time to reflect on what has happened, whether things went well or not, we gain insights that can shape our future actions. This process is not just about identifying mistakes, but also about recognizing what worked and why. By doing so, we create a foundation for ongoing growth and improvement, both as individuals and as an organization. Every near miss, incident, or accident, no matter how small, provides valuable insights that can help us prevent similar events from happening again. These moments are opportunities to ask important questions. What led to this situation? Was it a one-time oversight, or is there a pattern that needs to be addressed? By examining each event closely, we can uncover root causes and make meaningful changes. Imagine a scenario where a worker in a manufacturing plant trips over a hose left lying on the floor, resulting in a minor injury. While the injury itself may not be severe, the incident serves as a wake-up call. It highlights how even small oversights can have real consequences, and how easily preventable hazards can slip through the cracks in a busy workplace. During the review process, it's discovered that while the company has a policy requiring hoses to be stored properly, it's not always followed consistently. Some employees may not be fully aware of the policy, or perhaps the procedures for enforcing it are unclear. This gap between what is written and what is practiced is a common challenge in many organizations. This incident highlights a gap between policy and practice, prompting the company to reinforce the importance of hose storage through additional training and signage. By making expectations clear and providing regular reminders, the company helps ensure that everyone understands their role in maintaining a safe environment. Training sessions can also be an opportunity for employees to ask questions and share their own ideas for improvement. They might also consider implementing a system for reporting and addressing potential hazards, such as a dedicated email address or a suggestion box. Encouraging employees to speak up about safety concerns creates a culture of openness and shared responsibility. When people feel empowered to report issues without fear of blame, problems can be addressed before they lead to incidents. In addition, regular safety committee meetings can provide a forum for discussing trends, reviewing suggestions, and tracking the progress of corrective actions. This ongoing dialogue keeps safety at the forefront of everyone's mind and ensures that improvements are sustained over time. By learning from this experience, the company can prevent future incidents, creating a safer work environment for everyone. Over time, these small changes add up, leading to a workplace where people feel valued and protected. Employees who see their feedback being acted upon are more likely to stay engaged and committed to safety. This commitment to continuous improvement is essential for fostering a culture of safety and resilience. It's not just about reacting to problems, but about proactively seeking ways to make things better. When everyone is involved in the process, from frontline workers to management, the entire organization becomes stronger and more adaptable. Remember, risk management is not about eliminating all risks altogether. That's often impossible. Instead, it's about understanding the unique challenges we face in our specific environment and making informed decisions about how to address them. It's a dynamic process that requires vigilance, flexibility, and a willingness to learn from both successes and setbacks. Instead, it's about understanding the risks we face, taking steps to minimize their likelihood and impact, and constantly seeking ways to improve our approach. This might mean updating procedures, investing in new equipment, or simply encouraging open communication about potential hazards. The key is to never become complacent and to always look for opportunities to do better. By embracing the cycle of continuous improvement, we can create safer, more resilient homes, workplaces, and communities for everyone. The journey toward long-term success is built on a foundation of learning, collaboration, and a shared commitment to making safety a priority every single day. Congratulations, you've just completed an important step toward making your world a safer, smarter place. Take a moment to appreciate your progress. Every bit of knowledge you gain helps protect not just yourself, but everyone around you. You've just taken a crash course in risk management, a skill that empowers you to recognize, assess, and control hazards in every aspect of your life. Remember, it's not about living in fear or constantly worrying about what could go wrong. It's about understanding and managing the challenges that come with life, both at work and at home. By being proactive, you can create environments where people feel secure and confident. We started by learning to spot those everyday hazards. The slippery spills, the overloaded outlets, the little things that can lead to big problems if ignored. These are things we often overlook until something goes wrong, but now you have the awareness to catch them before they become incidents. But now you know better. You have the tools to make a real difference, both for yourself and for those you care about. You can identify those risks, whether they're obvious or hidden, and take steps to address them before they escalate. You can weigh their likelihood and severity, and most importantly, decide on the best course of action to keep everyone safe. Taking action is what truly makes a difference. It's not enough to just spot a risk, you have to do something about it. Think back to our risk control toolbox. Each tool represents a strategy you can use to reduce or eliminate hazards. Can you eliminate the hazard entirely? Sometimes the best solution is to remove the danger at its source. Or maybe you can substitute it with something safer, like using a less hazardous material or a safer piece of equipment. Perhaps you can implement engineering solutions like adding guards or barriers or administrative controls, such as new policies and procedures. And of course, when other controls aren't enough, personal protective equipment is your last line of defense. You have the knowledge now to make those smart choices and to encourage others to do the same. But the most crucial takeaway is this: risk management isn't a one-time event. Risk management is a continuous journey. It requires regular attention, ongoing learning, and a willingness to adapt as new challenges arise. It's about regularly reviewing our practices, learning from our experiences, and sharing those lessons with others. We should always strive for improvement, setting new goals and raising our standards for safety and quality. And as we've seen, these principles apply everywhere, whether you're on the factory floor, in a busy office, or relaxing at home with your family. From the most complex workplaces to our own living rooms, risk management helps keep everyone safe and secure. So let's all commit to building a safer, smarter world together. One where we look out for each other and make safety a shared responsibility. One risk-aware decision at a time, we can make a real impact. Share what you've learned, start conversations, and inspire those around you to join in. Encourage others to join the journey, because safety is stronger when it's a team effort, and every voice matters. When we prioritize safety and quality, everyone benefits. Together, we can create environments where people thrive, knowing they're protected and valued.